It's a centralized index of notable clips, headlines, and references being shared across the community, organized for quick browsing. Use it to spot patterns, pull links, and build your own research list. Qnotables.com. Browse the notables, verify the facts, stay informed. All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
From the Q Research Board's April 10, 2026, President Trump opened a new rift inside his own media coalition, blasting Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones over Iran and accusing them of undercutting his push to keep Tehran from ever getting a nuclear weapon. The fight marks a sharp split between the White House and several high-profile conservative voices as the Iran ceasefire and regional fallout continue to dominate the political landscape. President Trump is now warning Iran over reports that tankers are being charged to pass through the Strait of Hormuz, saying any such tolls must stop immediately. International maritime officials and foreign governments are also pushing back, warning that charging for transit through one of the world's most important energy choke points would set a dangerous precedent and further rattle global oil markets. The U.S. Postal Service has filed notice for another price increase, proposing to raise the cost of a first-class Forever stamp from 78 cents to 82 cents effective July 12th. Postal officials say the increase is part of a broader pricing adjustment now under review by the Postal Regulatory Commission. Pope Leo is set to begin a four-country Africa tour on April 13th, with stops in Algeria, Cameroon, Angola, and Equatorial Guinea. The Vatican says the trip will run through April 23rd and is being presented as a major pastoral journey focused on the continent's history, culture, and growing role in the life of the Church. President Trump is weighing whether to pull some U.S. troops out of Europe as frustration grows inside the White House over NATO burden sharing and alliance tensions tied to the Iran conflict. Reuters reports no final order has been issued, but the discussion itself is adding pressure to an already strained transatlantic relationship. California Attorney General Rob Bonta says authorities have dismantled a major Los Angeles hospice fraud ring accused of stealing $267 million from the state. 21 suspects were charged, raids were carried out at 10 locations, and investigators say they also seized cash and firearms during what officials called Operation Skip Trace. Anthropic has lost a key round in its legal fight with the Pentagon after a federal appeals court declined to temporarily block the company's blacklisting. The ruling means the Defense Department can keep treating the AI firm as a supply chain risk for now while the broader court battle continues. The Trump White House is touting a hard reset inside the immigration court system, saying the era of amnesty is over and that activist judges are being replaced with officials committed to enforcing the law. The administration says the move is aimed at speeding deportation proceedings and ending what it calls politically driven delays inside the courts. First Lady Melania Trump made a rare public statement at the White House to reject claims tying her to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. She called the accusations false and defamatory, denied any meaningful relationship, and urged Congress to hold public hearings for Epstein's victims. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's corruption trial is set to resume on Sunday after emergency conditions tied to the Iran conflict were lifted. The proceedings had been paused during the fighting, but with the ceasefire holding, Israel's court system is moving back into normal operation.
At shop.isitwaya.com, everything you buy supports Acun.top, the place where people talk freely no matter what. Check out our Acun Honey Pot, a jar of yummy honey that's as strong as your voice. Put it on toaster and tea. It's not just honey, it's freedom in every bite. Then there's Acun Butter, a smooth handmade skin cream that makes you feel good while you fight for what's right. Awesome wooden pieces for display only. Hang them up or set them out. They're for showing off Acun's tough spirit. Want to help even more? Get a proto membership. So go to shop.isitwaya.com now and grab some goodies. Help Acun.top keep free speech alive, and let's keep the ideas flowing loud and free.
All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
From the Q Research Board's April 10, 2026, a fire at Rio de Janeiro's Olympic Park damaged the roof of the velodrome this week, but officials say the blaze was brought under control without injuries. Authorities say the structure and cycling track were largely preserved, while investigators continue working to determine what caused the fire. Eligible young men in the United States are now on track to be automatically registered for the Selective Service beginning in December, replacing the old self-registration system. Officials say the change is administrative and does not mean a military draft has been activated, but it does mark a major shift in how registration will be handled. Japan is reporting a major battery recycling breakthrough, with a plant in Fukui Prefecture reaching roughly a 90% lithium recovery rate from used lithium-ion batteries. The development is being watched closely because it could strengthen domestic supply chains for a critical mineral used in energy storage and electronics. Pope Leo also drew attention this week by meeting with former Obama advisor David Axelrod at the Vatican. The Vatican did not publicly detail the substance of the meeting, but the encounter stirred reaction because it came at a time of visible tension between the Holy See and the Trump administration over war and diplomacy. A claim pushed by Russian state media says Ukraine, with help from Norwegian naval personnel, is preparing attacks on Russian commercial vessels in northern waters. Norway's joint headquarters rejected the accusation, and the report surfaced just as Britain and Norway confirmed they had recently tracked Russian submarines near critical undersea infrastructure in the North Atlantic. 4 British nationals are facing federal charges after U.S. Border Patrol agents say they crossed illegally from Canada into a remote part of Maine. Court records say the men were found near the Golden Road in Somerset County, charged with entry without inspection, pleaded not guilty, and remain in custody as the case moves forward. A video circulating online claims a California adult daycare operation took in nearly $20 million despite showing little or no visible activity at the site. The allegation drew attention after a Labor Department Inspector General post highlighted the location, but as of now, public reporting has not shown a completed criminal case tied to that specific facility. A renewed online push claims aluminum vaccine adjuvants are tied to autism, brain damage, asthma, and sudden infant death syndrome. Major medical authorities and recent evidence reviews continue to reject that conclusion, saying the high-quality evidence does not show a link between the trace aluminum used in vaccines and autism or other broad claims now being circulated online. An old election fraud narrative is resurfacing online with claims that Dominion machines were deliberately engineered for mass fraud and showed a 68% error rate. The number comes from a disputed 2020 Antrim County audit that was later challenged by multiple fact checks and has not produced proof that Dominion systems were designed to rig election outcomes. The phrase, Ireland on the brink, is circulating online, but the wording is too vague to tie to one verified breaking event. What is clear is that Ireland remains under pressure from cost of living concerns, migration politics, and broader economic strain, all of which continue to feed sharper political rhetoric and public anxiety.
Every voice matters. The power of free speech is more important than ever. Imagine a place where you can share your thoughts freely, explore new ideas, and engage in meaningful conversations anonymously. With online anonymity, you can express yourself without fear of judgment. It's about freedom, creativity, and connection. Join the conversation that matters. Embrace your voice. Celebrate your freedom. Visit 8kun.top today. That's 8kun.top.
All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
Don'tDeleteMeBro.com. 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 Share the site with others. Don'tDeleteMeBro.com. 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 Share the site with others. Don'tDeleteMeBro.com.
That's all for now. Stay alert, stay informed, and never hand your thinking over to anyone on a screen, including me. God bless you, God bless our troops, and God bless the United States of America. See you soon.